caste census survey in Bihar has yet again struck a controversy. This time it's the central government clearly coming out and saying that a census-like exercise can only be carried out by it. Very categorically, the topmost court of the country has been informed by the Ministry of Home Affairs that according to the Census Act, it is only the central government that can carry out and is empowered to carry out a census exercise. Now, the submissions come in fact, in a way of an affidavit that has been filed by the Ministry of Home Affairs before the topmost court of the country, where various petitions challenging the caste census exercise of the Bihar government is being challenged before the topmost court of the country. The orders of the Patna High Court, the division bench of the Patna High Court in fact, has been challenged before the topmost court of the country, which had upheld the exercise that is being carried out by the Bihar government in basically two phases. The first phase with regards to counting of the houses, and the second phase in analyzing and knowing and collecting data about in fact the socio-economic conditions and also the caste the caste schemes of the various people living in the state of Bihar. Now, the union government has come out with a short affidavit very categorically stating that under the Census Act, it is only the central government that is empowered to carry on such a survey. Now, interestingly, this is the second affidavit that has been filed by the central government in the span of one day itself. The central government in an earlier affidavit had stated that it's only the central government and no other body that can carry out such an exercise. However, the said paragraph invited a lot of controversy, and in a span of hours, this affidavit was removed by the central government, clearly clarifying that such a paragraph was included in that particular affidavit by way of a mistake, and a new affidavit was filed by the central government very categorically stating that this is something that is unquestionable, as the constitutional position is clear, and it is only the central government and the Census Act that can carry out a census-like exercise in the whole country itself. Now, the move by the Bihar government to carry out in fact this particular survey is something that has been under the political face-off. Political wall of words has continuously been emerging on this particular issue, but the battle is now also before the topmost court of the country. It was before in fact the Patna High Court. The single judge bench of the Patna High Court upheld the same to be unconstitutional, clearly saying that it's only the central government that can carry out such an exercise. However, division bench stated and in its judgment and completely overturned the orders of in fact the single judge bench, clearly saying that the Bihar government too can carry out such an exercise. However, the bench of the topmost court of the country had on an earlier day remarked that this is something that can not hinder with the privacy of the individuals. The major contention is that this kind of survey would be infiltrate and could actually infiltrate into the privacy of the people. How much of it does it play up before the topmost court of the country, whether the exercise would be constitutional or not, whether the Supreme Court would be stopping this particular exercise or not, all of this is to be answered by the topmost court of the country in its judgment whenever it comes.